What's up, my dudes? Valk here. And today I'm going to show you a very specific interaction that people are abusing to go ahead and get to the top of leaderboard. I think it's a bug. It doesn't seem like it's intended to work the way it is. So I'm going to show you guys today how to do it. So anybody can do it, and it should leave or even the playing field for the leaderboard if you guys want to chase it. So there's no more gatekeeping of the tech. I didn't know about this last update. I didn't know I knew people were using something because the scores seemed kind of wacky, and I didn't understand what people were using to get really high scores. But now I understand what the interaction is that people are using. It's specifically to do with Finral Portal Knight. What he does is whenever he upgrades, he has an ability here. It knocks back enemies in range. Knocks enemies back in range. Now, this has a funny interaction with freeze units specifically. Whenever you have a freeze unit down and an enemy is frozen, when enemies are frozen, they're not supposed to be affected by other status effects. Time stop, stun, etc. are not supposed to work on them. However, Finral's knockback does. It does ignore the freeze mechanic entirely, so if you can lock the enemy up enough, you can potentially infinitely stun them in the back with multiple people running a very similar setup of Finral plus stun. So it allows you to pretty much set up an infinite loop of just locking stuff down. And this is kind of how people have just kind of gotten infinite scores, essentially, is using this one very specific interaction with Finral. And that's what I'm going to show you guys today, exactly how it works. The other thing is Finral has random passive. One of the things Finral can actually apply is Shambles. So if he happens to apply Shambles whenever the enemy's not frozen, the enemy will actually snap back to a position. I forget how Shambles works. I'm pretty sure it's the closest one, but they'll snap backwards. So that's kind of funny. So essentially what we're going to do here is we're going to put down all the Finrals. We're going to set it to infinite HP. It does not matter. We're going to go ahead, put it on 5 times speed. We're going to, by the way, everybody asks every single time I do this, 5 times speed is exclusive to training mode. You cannot get it in an actual game. We're going to go ahead, put down Flower Magician, because once again, their damage doesn't matter, but their range does, because it knocks enemies in range back. So now we're going to go ahead and just spawn in one massive guy. You guys can see he's getting frozen off rip, and then that knockback is one of the things Finral can do. So now, whenever he gets frozen, we do this. You can see Fallen Angel actually affects him while he's frozen. It knocks him back a little bit, and it keeps it so he can't have that happen. You can see he also has Shambles applied to him. Shambles can be applied whenever he's frozen, but it won't take effect. However, if Shambles does apply when he's not frozen, it'll snap him all the way back. This is the interaction people are abusing. The fact that his Fallen Angel can knock an enemy back. Normally it knocks him back a good little bit. It's only knocking him back a little bit here. But the fact that his Fallen Angel can knock an enemy back whenever they're frozen makes it so if you have a bunch of people running frozen units and Finral, you are going to be able to constantly loop this and keep the enemy locked down. It's a very weird interaction I don't think should exist. And if you have enough frozen units, or enough units with freeze, you are going to be able to basically permanently push the enemy back and permanently keep them locked down, along with good timing of his abilities. You can basically perma-loop stun the enemies, and that, from my understanding, is the very specific interaction that people are abusing to get to the top of leaderboard. Now, I don't care about leaderboard myself, so I haven't used this, I haven't done it, but this is what I've been told by multiple people, that this is exactly what's going on. Is freeze units plus Finral kind of like breaks the game because you're able to basically perma-stall and just last in as long as you want. Anyways, super short video on this. Just want to show you guys this interaction so you guys can abuse it too and potentially go ahead and climb leaderboard with everybody else. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.